What's going on, y'all? What's the word? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So, young Bronny James, aka Young Gohan, had a great game last night. He had 30 points, shot 13 for 23 from the field, which is 56% shooting. He made three 3-point shots last night, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And listen, man, I've said this. Bronny needs to stay in the G League because the more reps he gets on the court, the more time he plays, the better he will get. He's a player that most basketball players need rhythm, but for him, it's a confidence thing. The more he plays, the more his confidence will increase. And I think the more aggressive he will get, the more the shots will start falling for him. He looked aggressive last night. He looked like he was just relentless, and he did look like his confidence was high. And that's a result of playing more. He's not a player that can just sit on the bench and then put him in and he'll just explode. He needs to get into a rhythm. He needs that time on the court. He needs that. So I hope that he continues to stay in the G League so that he will keep developing and keep improving. But the boy can play basketball, y'all. That wasn't hard to see. He can hoop. Okay, he averaged 15 a game on the Sierra Canyon team that was like an all-star team in high school, riddled with talent. So if he playing on that team and he can score with guys that was going D1 all across the board, he can hoop, man. Like I said, he's not his father. Like LeBron, he could miss 2 months of basketball and just come in and dominate because that's just what his game. He is just that type of basketball player. Bronny is something different, and that's okay. But I think, again, the more he plays, the more confident he will get. And I think he would translate into a very good basketball player for real, a professional, very good professional. I think right now his height, like I told, his ceiling is a 3-and-D player, a guy that could, knock down some shots and play some hellacious defense for a team. But I'm glad to see him get into a rhythm, get into a groove. I know the haters are pissed off. They mad that this happened. I see people talking about they was letting him score. You see, this the thing, man. Because people say LeBron James got fanboys. I want y'all to understand this too. It's a lot of y'all because a lot of people that's trashing Bronny are Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fanatics. And Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant got fanboys too. Let's be for real. Yes, they are great players, but they got fanboys too. You got brothers that think Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant can turn Gatorade into wine. You got brothers that think Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant could walk on water. You got brothers that think Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant can take a loaf of bread and feed a village of 1 million people. Like, so let's knock that. Let's knock it off. Only LeBron got fanboys, but I'm watching it. Talking about them boys out there letting him score. Let's be for real. Come on, fam. Them boys want to make the league too. They not letting him score for real. They trying to stop him so that they can. It's a one-up to say, man, Bronny's son got a contract in the league and we stopping him. That's something for them to boast about. They ain't gonna let him score just for the heck of it. You feel me? And you got some people saying, well, he's scoring 30 in the G League. Man, listen, 30 at any point, at any league professional is nice. That's nice. 30 at any league, especially any league where you got guys who are on the brink of being in the league. You score 30 points, that's nice. I'm not saying it's superbly outstanding, but it's nice to put up 30. So I'm talking to the people who trying to downplay it or act like it's just something that's minuscule, something that just don't mean nothing, and it's so what? You know, because if anybody else would have scored 30, people would be like, oh man, he got some promise to him. But again, it was good to see. So again, I hope he stays there so he can keep getting that time in and keep developing. So he can keep shutting up dudes like Kwame Brown. Because again, Kwame came on YouTube this morning I seen a video, I didn't watch it, where he was saying he was trying to give Bronny props. I commented because somebody under his comment section was like, oh, they letting him score. But I didn't watch the video. I'm going to go back and see what his analysis was completely. But, he always, anytime he can hate on Bronny James, he going to do it. But I'm glad he keep playing. I'm hoping that Bronny can keep playing good going forth so he can quiet the haters like Confederate Kwame. Kwame Confederacy. You feel me? Kwame Kwame Favre. You feel me? Kwame Brown is Brett Favre's long lost brother-in-law. You feel me? Like, and it started with all the American flags that be around Kwame, and Kwame victim shaming the black woman Breonna Taylor that got her life taken by law enforcement. I will never forget Kwame for doing that. I will never forget that. And just a lot of how he started off on YouTube acting like he was rooting for the black man and he's here to stop all this, the what's the word I'm looking for? He's trying to stop these journalists from denigrating the black athlete, to turn around and do the same thing to people like LeBron James and Bronny James, LeBron's son. You feel me? Like, he turned into the exact thing he said he would not be. All for YouTube money and clicks and views. Because again, those anti-black conservatives, they run YouTube. And he knows the anti-black conservatives hate LeBron James. And of course they're gonna hate Bronny because LeBron is his father, and Kwame is following in those footsteps. You know what I mean? So I like to see when Bronny plays well to shut up a lot of them type of dudes. You know what I mean? But hopefully the young brother can keep going, can keep adding these type of performances to his resume, and keep building on that. But the key thing is for him to stay in the gym, stay working. Stay dedicated to the craft, and again, take what the defense gives you. You know what I mean? Don't force certain things if you don't have to, because the defense can give him some good shots that he could take. He's supremely athletic. Use that to your advantage. I seen him catch the lob yesterday. I like that. Cut to the basket. Do some backdoor cuts. You get you some easy layups and dunks just like that. So just playing smart basketball. His father has a very, very high IQ, and I think he can learn from that. Learn from being around your father, and just study the game. That's the key for him. But the young boy can hoop, man. The young man can hoop, despite a lot of people wishing and saying that he can't, and praying and wishing against him. He can hoop, and I'm excited to see where he will go forward with this. Hey, you know what's so funny, man? I just thought about this, cause Kwame, like, Bronny, he said this before about Bronny. He don't know the game. He don't understand the game. He don't study the game of basketball. Woo woo. And I was watching Brendan Haywood on Theo Penson's podcast, right? I should have wrote down the name of the podcast, man. I didn't write it on my pad, but Brendan Haywood was talking about a young rookie kid on his team who thought, Dr. J, Julius Erving, came up to this rookie player on the Washington Wizards, and it was basically telling him, hey, I can help you get your hands better. I see you have trouble catching the ball. I can help you work on your hands and catching the ball. And he didn't say the name. He said, because if I say this person's name, they will probably be trying to go crazy on social media and all of that. Of course, he's talking about Kwame Brown. Of course, the only person from the Washington Wizards during Brendan Haywood's time, there was a rookie that would do all of this, right? And he was like, the rookie came up to Brendan Haywood and was like, man, one of the Philadelphia doctors, the doctor, he wanted to help me with my hands. And he was like, Brendan Haywood was thinking to himself, what Philadelphia doctor would want to help one of our rookies on the Washington Wizards? So then he saw him. He's like, oh, he's talking about Dr. J? He thought Dr. J was a real doctor. He didn't know it was Julius Erving. So he talking about somebody that don't study the game. Kwame, you didn't study the game. That was your problem. You feel me? You couldn't catch a cold in the wintertime when it's zero below zero in Chicago. Couldn't catch a cold when it's 15 below in Chicago. So what is we talking about, man? But anyway, I'm done talking about Kwame right now. For now, I'm gonna cook him on my live stream in just a few, because I've been seeing the type of, the hating he be doing. The hating is in his blood. We're gonna address that at a later time. But for right now, congratulations to Bronny James on a good game. Hopefully he can string some more of these together. And build his way up. And go from there. Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I'm out, y'all. Peace.